Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's go. Kevin here, top 1 financial advisor and best-selling author. We are here to talk about the stock market. Hey, this is going to be a big week because earnings season is upon us, and as always, it's the banks that start us off, and there's a lot that we can learn, especially given all of the stuff we've dealt with a lot of banking collapses, including SBV, Signature Bank, and what went on overseas with Credit Suisse. So here's just a quick list. So some of America's largest institutions, is from Yahoo Finance, will report before the market opens on Friday, including JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citi, and BlackRock. Those are 4 of the biggest financial institutions in the US. Here's what you need to look for in these financial statements and in the things that these corporations will say. Number 1, I'm going to go out and just say this now. I don't believe in investing in the bank at this point in time, so I'm just throwing it out there. I don't have no banks on my watch list at all, but you feel how you want to feel about that. The main thing is this, though. We want to know, what do they think about the economy? Now, I gave you, or will give you, depending on what order these videos come out in, I gave you my thoughts on the economy and where I think we are in terms of health. We added 236,000 jobs last month. I talked about how that rate of job increase is the lowest it's been since December of 2020, but we still added jobs. So there's that. Unemployment down to 3.5%, historic lows. All that is good and fine now. However, there's a 70% chance, according to CME rather, that the Fed is going to increase rates next month. So we'll see where that goes. We saw what happened the last time they raised rates, and we had 2 major banks collapse. The other thing that we want to see is, what have these banks been doing to slow down or starve off, whatever way that you want to curtail that, with other potential bank failures? If you weren't paying attention, there were several loans made and deposits made from major institutions like JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America to smaller regional banks. They say, look, we're sitting on trillions of dollars in cash. We're going to loan X bank or deposit, $400 million into a regional bank just to make sure they're fine and they don't suffer through a bank run. I want to know how much money they've been putting out there and how many banks they are supporting. That's just going to give us an indication of how healthy some of these smaller banks are. And then lastly, I want to know what their forecasts are for the rest of this year, or at least for the next quarter. Are we going into a recession from a financial perspective? Because remember, these banks know how many people are paying their loans. Are those slowing down? Are people continuously buying homes or not? How are people taking on credit card debt? Is it increasing, decreasing? And then, more importantly, how are people purchasing? Is that something that's consistent or not? Because remember last time, and this was American Express, sometimes they're a bank, sometimes they're not, depending on how you want to look at it, but they said, hey, spending is strong. We don't really see a recession around the corner. That was a few months ago. I want to know what's happening right now and if these banks are seeing any slowdown in spending and what that could mean for the next few months. We will see. So keep your calendars tuned to see what's going to happen on this coming Friday. And as always, we move into earnings season. The market can be a little volatile, and it could be, depending on what you're looking for, a major buying opportunity. So I would start researching your little watch list now if you got one. If you don't have one, we've done a few lists, particularly on tech stocks. Add those to your watch list. Keep an eye on them. See when they're announcing earnings. It would likely be in the next, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks. And just keep an eye. See what they're talking about. See if there's going to be a buying opportunity or not. All right. That is it for me today. As you know, everything is pre-recorded this week. I am on vacation. So I will still be in the comments, okay? I don't take no days off here, but everything will be pre-recorded. If there is anything breaking news, or if you ask a question that you need a video on, it'll likely be in the YouTube Shorts section. That means you should be subscribed, okay? Do that, hit the like button to help me help you, okay? All right, that is it for me today. As always, you know where to go. For our members only, I'm dropping a very exclusive video on a new spreadsheet model I am creating on helping you to figure out what price to buy the stock that you're looking for. So it's going to be really cool, something experimental. It's going to be in our members only. So you want to make sure that you are tuned into that. All right, that is it for me today. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.